Hello, everyone. My name is Luke Sloterdijk, and this is Cyclones Abroad, our weekly vlog about studying abroad at Iowa State and getting valuable and timely information about what studying abroad at Iowa State looks like. And this is primarily talking to underclassmen because you guys have so much time left to make these decisions about studying abroad for a semester, or summer, or even a whole year. And so we hope that this information can get to you in a timely way so that you're able to make informed decisions about what studying abroad could look like for you. If you haven't tuned into my week one video, I would highly recommend going back before watching this one. And last week we talked about studying abroad in general at Iowa State. What even is study abroad? We kind of dove into what it looks like to start looking for opportunities, as well as the value that they can add to your career down the road and your resume and stuff like that, even while still in school. And then finally, I also talked briefly about what it looks like to set goals during a study abroad experience and documenting your study abroad experience. And so all these different things are really important and are keys to success for study abroad. And so I would highly recommend going back to those videos prior to, like I said, watching this video. I'm actually currently working virtually for a study abroad experience with an organization called Blessman International, who is headquartered in Urbandale, Iowa, just south of here in Ames, and then also their other headquarters is in South Africa, in the Limpopo province, in the city of Mokopane. So my experiences this fall in my responsibilities, I'm just going to kind of talk about that a little bit and just kind of explain maybe what a similar study abroad experience might look like for your own life. For me, it's an agreement that I am conducting a food insecurity analysis for the city of Mokopane, where we hope to gain insight into how severe the household food insecurity status is currently in Mokopane and how COVID-19 has impacted that, as well as looking for solutions into the future to have informative data on scaling up projects and programs with Blessman International into the future. And so let me backtrack. Blessman International is a nonprofit organization that aims to alleviate poverty in South Africa specifically. And so they do that through various programs such as feeding programs, after school programs, agricultural teaching and growing programs, water and sanitation programs, and much more. And so my research is primarily going to be involved with the feeding programs in the future after they get to use this information to scale up. So within that, this week, I just want to kind of give you a day in the life of what it could look like to study abroad, even in a virtual experience. They're so valuable, and I'm learning so much, and I'm getting to have meetings with industry leaders in my field. And so even just at my desk here in my office in Ames, Iowa, I'm actually getting to have international experience and cultural opportunities that you don't normally get just as a student at Iowa State here in Ames, Iowa. And so that's exciting and is not to be discouraging, as we don't know how long COVID-19 will continue. And hopefully by the time this video is seen by other students, maybe that won't be the case anymore. But as of today, that's still an issue. And so I'm just getting to get this experience online. So this week, some of the highlights that I got to do is, so this data collection process of surveying households and individuals in Mokopane. I've been drafting training manuals and getting the survey constructed, doing all my background research, my primary and secondary research. And this week actually was exciting because it was a big step forward. I got to have a Zoom call with 4 South Africans who are going to be my data collection team, and got to sit down with them and kind of lay out my plan and lay out what I've been working on with a faculty member in the Global Resource Systems Department, and got to train them on using a online integrated data collection system that's actually a real-time cloud-based system that will continually upload their surveys onto a spreadsheet, a database that I've created. So it's very exciting. The team members are all excited, and we ran into a few problems with internet and broken devices and time constraints and vehicle constraints, and that's part of it. That's part of the experience, is having issues and then trying to solve them. And so it's been fun for me to actually get to flex the project management muscle that I'm trying to gain as much experience as I can with. And so that's been fun for me to have to just figure out solutions for these problems and work with them. Since I don't understand how everything works in South Africa, they're teaching me a lot about the culture and the social norms that are involved with solving each of these problems. Very valuable skills. So I'm thankful that there have been problems to have to solve. Another exciting thing is I actually got to sit on a meeting earlier today with an organization called Adasia, which works with micronutrient deficiency products aimed at eliminating severe acute malnutrition, also known as SAM, and mild or moderate acute malnutrition, as well as prevention on top of the treatment products they have, which are these really nutrient-dense foods that you feed children for 36 months or for the first 1,000 days, depending on what product. I just got to talk with these industry leaders that are working with huge organizations like the World Health Organization and USAID and other United Nations affiliates. And we just got to sit down and have a meeting about how we could use their products in our organization with our infant programs and in child feeding programs. And so that was really exciting for me to actually get to use what I'm learning at Iowa State and actually get to have valuable input into the conversation. And after that conversation, I was charged with an additional task of actually reading up on all the previous grants written to the USAID organization and actually hoping to start drafting a USAID grant for Blessman International to Adasia here in the next few weeks. So that's really exciting. I don't want to bore you anymore with what I'm doing, but I kind of wanted to just give you an example of what it could look like a week in the life of even a virtual study abroad experience. There's so much cultural and social value and depth that you can have even just in front of the screen, which actually has really changed my view towards what it looks like to work remotely, as I've seen it as a very valuable tool to learn how to do all of the correspondence virtually, learning all the skills of how to run Microsoft Teams versus, the whole Google side of things and what it looks like to send emails back and forth in a professional manner, even as a college student, having professional video calls and instant chats and all those different things and what all that looks like. It's been a valuable experience to learn all of that. I kind of talked about what I've done in the last week, and I just wanted this video to kind of serve as, I could actually be in Luke's shoes in a year or two, or maybe even less. And hopefully I can be in Luke's shoes, but actually in an international context, because that's the whole view and value of study abroad experiences, is actually getting to immerse yourself in a new culture and learn about new people groups and learn about what it means to live in a different country and be a global citizen. And so our state university does a great job of helping us become global citizens at a very young